The avoidant love is about to explode. Your silence is triggering an emotional storm. There is a moment in every avoidant dynamic where everything looks calm on the surface, but underneath, something intense is building. And if you're in silence right now, you need to understand that what feels like nothing happening is actually the beginning of an emotional storm inside them. Because when you stop chasing, when you stop explaining, when you stop trying to fix what they broke, you remove the one thing that kept them emotionally regulated, and suddenly they are left alone with feelings they don't know how to process. Avoidants don't fear love itself. They fear the loss of control that comes with deep emotional connection. And your silence takes away their ability to manage that connection on their terms. At first, they may feel relief, a sense of space, a temporary calm where they convince themselves that distance is exactly what they needed, and this is the phase where most people make the mistake of reaching out too soon. But what they don't realize is that your absence is not just distance, it is a disruption to their internal emotional system. And slowly, that calm begins to turn into something much heavier. Because your silence removes the predictable pattern they were used to, the chasing, the reassurance, the emotional availability that allowed them to stay detached while still feeling connected. And now, without that pattern, their mind starts to search for you in ways they never expected. Replaying conversations, remembering your presence, noticing the emotional safety you once provided. This is where the storm begins to form. Not loudly, not dramatically, but quietly, internally, in a way that even they struggle to understand. They may not reach out immediately, and that can make you believe they don't care. But the truth is, avoidance process emotions in delay. And what you're triggering now is something that takes time to surface. Your silence creates a psychological gap, and the human mind is wired to fill gaps with meaning. And suddenly, they start questioning everything they once took for granted. They begin to wonder why you stopped, why you changed, why the dynamic is no longer the same. And that curiosity slowly turns into emotional discomfort. Because now, they are no longer in control of the connection. And for an avoidant, loss of control feels like emotional danger. The more consistent your silence is, the more it disrupts their expectations, and the more their internal world starts to react to something they can't predict or manage. And here's the paradox. The very thing they once pushed away is now the very thing their mind is trying to reconnect with. Not because they suddenly became emotionally secure, but because the absence is louder than your presence ever was. They start to feel the weight of